Whether you're trying to find a new game to try out for your Wii, or you want to revisit one of your old favorites and don't know where to start, I hope this list can give you some insight on what the Wii has to offer. Before we start, I have to clarify the rules. Rule 1. I must have played the game at least once, and Rule 2. The game must have first been released to the home market, exclusively on the Wii. With that out of the way, I welcome you to the top 10 best Wii games in my subjective opinion. As they say in France, allez! Number 10. Bleach Shattered Blade. Bleach Shattered Blade is a 3D fighting game based off the popular TV show Bleach. The game has a simple but decent story, the main draw being the tie-in with the show, but I assure you, it's not just shovelware. The game has great voice acting and music, mostly because they use the same people from the show, but what makes the game great is the gameplay. Each player plays differently, and even though there is definitely an imbalance, the game is still very enjoyable for fans of the show or fighting game fans in general. This game is a great way to revisit the wonderful world of the Soul Society. Number 9. House of the Dead 2 and 3. For those of you who don't know what the House of the Dead is, it is an arcade shooter that was later ported to the Wii. Technically, this game didn't originate on the Wii, but the compilation with just 2 and 3 was a Wii exclusive, so I found a loophole in my own rules. But on to the game. It has some of the worst voice acting of all time. The graphics are a bit dated, but that's part of the charm. The fast-paced action is what really gets the game on the list, and as a bonus, the language is almost non-existent in these games, with only mild and infrequent curse words. Hallelujah, Muffin World! If you're looking for a fun afternoon of senseless zombie shooting, this is the game for you. Number 8. Mario Party 8. I don't have much to say about this game, so I'll get on with it. I'm just like all the generics talking about a freaking Mario game. Mario Party 8 is a great board game that you play on your Wii where you take turns moving across the board. The best part of it is the fact that you can take many different paths and try to claim victory. But there are also tons of fun little mini-games sprinkled throughout that help mix up the gameplay. 7. Pokemon Battle Revolution. This game is really awesome. What did you expect me to say? What makes it so fun is it takes the gameplay straight from the original Pokemon games, specifically the battle system. The game consists of Pokemon battles in certain orders that you have to complete to go on. And let's just face it, the music is awesome. Number 6. Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. This is one of the darker Zelda games, with the coolest game mechanic ever. Link can turn into a furry. Oh yeah, furries! Just kidding. He actually turns into a wolf and Midna rides on his back. The transformation of Link allows for 2 very distinct forms of gameplay, and adds a lot of strategy to the already loaded game. If you want to pick up this game today, you can play the HD remake on the Wii U, or play on the Wii, or the GameCube. 5. Star Wars Lightsaber Duels. I'm so sorry for the horrible footage, it's the best I could do. This game is good because it's Star Wars. Next! Although seriously, this game is awesome. The gameplay is great even though the roster of characters is limited to the Clone Wars era. It still has everything else you'd expect from a Star Wars game. Great voice acting and great music. This game is simple fun to just pick up and play with a friend every here and there. 4. Super Smash Bros. Brawl. I always play Meta Knight! Deal with it! SSBB is probably the best and most complete Smash game. It has a full story mode, large roster of characters, and great multiplayer. It's such a shame they're not doing another story mode in Smash, but at least they have Splatoon. But if you don't care about online and want a fun time with Smash on the Wii, then I definitely recommend you check this one out. Number 3. Nerf Double Blast. This may seem like an odd choice to be in the top 3, but I assure you that I have my reasons. This game is known for its tie-in license with Nerf, but don't let that fool you. This game is nothing but crazy fun. The Nerf gun that comes with the game is probably the best way to play it, and if you can track one down with a red reveal, it shouldn't cost you more than $20. I think many people don't include this because they don't play it, but if you want to try it out, any of the games in the bundle, or the bundle itself, can be purchased pre-owned from GameStop for $3. In my opinion, that's a no-brainer deal. Number 2. Zombie Panic in Wonderland. Zombie Panic in Wonderland is a little-known Japanese third-person arcade-style shooter by a Spanish game developer. Gosh, that's a mouthful! What makes the game so great is that it was obviously developed for the Japanese market, so it has the kind of aesthetic and plays beautifully. Unfortunately, this game was released exclusively for WiiWare, but has since been ported to the 3DS and phones. I play it too much on my phone! And now, for the final victor of the best game on the Wii. Number 1. Metroid Prime Trilogy. This collection includes the first 2 GameCube Metroid games remade with the engine for 3, and that includes support for the Wii Remote. It also is the only way to experience Metroid Prime multiplayer on a home console without weird adapters. If you are a fan of the series, then you should definitely get this collection. Unless the Metroid Prime Quadrilogy is out. I would like to thank you for sticking around till the end, and I'm sorry if I couldn't include your game. If you have any ideas for my best DS games video, please send me some recommendations. Ninja-Trix over and